But you guys, I'm going to see if I can hurry up and get this video done before it starts to rain, because I don't have any of my waterproof casings on my cameras. Totally love my Native Slayer Propel 13, but there are things I don't like about it. And I thought today what I would do is a video on everything that I hate or just have a dislike or discomfort for within the Native Slayer Propel 13. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. So we'll go ahead and start from the bow of the actual kayak. And thankfully in 2016 and all future models, they now come with the front accessory hatch. My model here is a 2015 and I had to buy that hatch separately. Within 2016 and future models though, they also did come out with the two flush mount rod holders that are located behind the seat. Now here at this point of the kayak is where I have my first issue. We'll go ahead and start from the top and work our way down. Now as far as for maintaining on your kayak, you will need a Burley Pro Propel service kit. Now you can go with other models, but I went with that one and I found it for $69.99, and I just found that for a $2,600 kayak, I just thought it was a pain that you would need specialized tools to actually remove the casing both here and down below to actually service your drive. It would have been nice for them to actually provide that within the actual purchase, or make it to where you can use your basic tools to actually service your drive and conduct proper maintenance. Working down here. So here in this location, I have found that on my Propel drive, within like the first week I had noticed it of purchase, that the actual drive will slide back and forth on the actual Propel axle. Now I do still have just these, I believe they're a 1-inch PVC pipe, and I just have them on there fairly loose to actually help mitigate how far left or right it can go. I did completely loosen this here so it could slide freely to help prevent any cracking within the actual frame from over tightening it. I will show a picture at this time now. And what those are is that's the best thing that I've seen out there for this correction to help mitigate it from sliding left or right. And there's nothing more than an actual clamp to go over and around this to help stop it from moving left or right. Some people have mentioned issues with it rubbing down here in the actual gully here for the axle. Just make sure to keep it cleaned out. That'll help somewhat mitigate the actual issue from it rubbing on the bottom or right down here on this side here. Moving back, the Propel. A lot of people talk about the biggest or the number one issue with the Slayer Propel is grass. I have no issue with grass. Do I get grass on my prop? Yes, I do. I have found with the use of my fish finder and just with the basic line of sight, if I'm coming into a grass or shallow area, I just lift my prop up and out of the way. On that note, they do have the new indexer. I believe it's somewhere around $30, and I was thinking about getting it, but for mine. This is for mine. I have noticed that when the prop is down, if I actually fully lock out my left leg and put it to this position here, when it's in the down position, you can see that it lines up pretty straight. Now as long as the water's clear enough for you to look down through here, you can just confirm it, and I can just pull it right up and out of the way, so I probably won't get the indexer. It may or may not. I don't know yet. Let's see. Real minor thing is with the tray. I don't know if you can even see it, but I did a few 1/4-inch holes inside of it just to help allow water to drain out when water does actually start to fill up in there due to rain or overspray. Let's see. Other things I don't like. The underseat tool and tackle organizer. This thing is awesome. I love this thing. What I don't like is that I had to buy that separately. It's completely understandable that they didn't actually provide it within the actual purchase, so people can customize them themselves to whichever way they like, whether it be the underseat tool and tackle organizer or one of their side mount ones. But man, I think it was $69.89, something like that. It was pretty expensive, and once again on top of the actual large purchase cost, it just wasn't something that I was very happy with, that they didn't already have something provided for you to store the, some of your tools. So right here I have the taco paddle mount. It does work good. I do not recommend it as far as, especially in this location, if you're actually out on choppy water. If you have any chop whatsoever, it has knocked my paddle right out, and I've actually lost one paddle down on the Calcasieu shipping channel, and with fighting the currents, I didn't even bother to go back to go look for it. You know, it would have been nice if they had it in some sort of molded in paddle holder. While we're in this location, the rudder control. Within the rudder control, I've actually broken my rudder cable twice, and it's always broken right here at the rudder control. I don't know what could be done to mitigate that, but you know, once again, I've only owned my kayak a little bit over a year, something like that, and I've broken 2 cables. On the same note, these 2 stops. Now, Burley Pro has come out with a new base plate which eliminates those stops and helps improve your turning radius. Definitely a nice touch. You know, it would have been nice if they thought about that originally within the actual manufacturing of this kayak. An improvement, if this was up a little bit more, and then also, I haven't done it yet, but I was thinking about doing it unless someone else comes out with it first and I can just buy it from them. It's kind of like that little knob right here, just like you'll find on some vehicles will have them, just to make it easier to grab on and make your actual adjustments. Making my way back, no issues with the kayak until right here. So the rudder location. So you can see here that I've removed the stock rudder. From day one I put on the Boondocks, and at one point I actually took it off and put the stock one on so I can get my own personal opinion of it. I found that the personal stock rudder is complete garbage. I just don't like it. Turning radius is horrible, and that's only based off of also being in other kayaks such as the Hobie PA12 and other kayaks as well that have a rudder system to them. Things I don't like about it, as you can see with this rudder here, is the dragging. Now, I don't trailer queen my kayak. I'll do whatever is necessary to get myself to the fish, and you know, I just thought it would be nice if they went with some sort of Hobie style one, where it's somewhere up in the actual hull of the kayak and it has like a drop down system, or to have a higher mount rudder which can be dropped down into the water. Not that I recommend dragging your kayaks, but hey, there's instances where it's just a short drag and it can be such of a pain or a nuisance to pull out your actual dolly or cart. So it's probably my number one actual negative thing on the Native Slayer Propel is the rudder location. Would definitely love to see some sort of improvement with rudder location. I do not believe personally myself, my personal opinion, that the Burley Pro rudder would actually mitigate the issues that I find with the rudder location. As far as actual turning radius, yes, I'm sure the Burley Pro does help increase its turning radius. It's just the location of where they put the rudder is my biggest issue within Native products. But hopefully this can help you guys out for any of you that are interested in what the negative aspects of the Natives are. Overall, I have no other issues with the actual Native and will be continuing to use their actual product. I will probably in the future, you know, when I'm ready to buy another one, hopefully next year's tax return maybe, I'll upgrade. At this time, currently at this time, I'm not thinking of sticking with Native. I'm currently thinking of a Hobie PA12, which I've used on numerous occasions, and there's a lot of things I don't like about it. Like, I don't like the hands-free reverse with their new 180 drive, but with all the new actual Propel systems out there within different manufacturers, I'll definitely be researching all of the other kayak brands, and when it comes time to upgrade to a new kayak, at that point and given time, I'll make my decision on which one I go to. Hopefully at that time Native will have possibly changed their rudder location, and I would go ahead and stick it out with them. Alright you guys, hopefully this has helped you out. Thank you and take care. Have a good day. One more thing also, as far as getting a dolly or cart for your actual Native Slayer is another negative. I've tried some of your cheaper ones from like your academy type stores, and they just were not a good fit. I've been using for the past over a year to a little bit over a year just a DIY one that I've made myself. Originally, my opinion was that the Boondocks landing gear was the best one out there, and was about to buy one brand new in the box still for $150 from another YouTuber, until I found out from him and others that they've been just cracking the hull. Recently they did start actually mounting them into the gear track, so hopefully within a year we'll get some good reviews back on how well that is doing. But yes, we need a new cart, something that works well, something that is affordable for the Native Slayer Propel 13. Out there, until I found out that not only him but others